I remember my room being lit up with a bright light for just a second, and then a few seconds later hearing that crack of thunder as it went through the night sky. And immediately I jumped out of my bed, ran up the stairs to my parents' room, and I found my siblings were already on the floor with blankets or sleeping bags in the room with my parents because we were terrified of the thunderstorm. I mean, the wind was howling, the rain was pounding down, a tree collapsed, and my dad and grandpa had to go outside and deal with that. And all I could think as a little girl snuggled up in my sleeping bag was, please stop. Seriously, just stop. If I could have yelled at the thunderstorm and the damage it was causing, I would have yelled, stop. Just like my toddler likes to do. She yells at the wind and says, Gale, stop. If you don't know why she calls it Gale, you got to go watch Frozen 2. But we are looking at a miracle of Jesus where he yells stop to the wind and the waves happening on the Sea of Galilee. So if you have your Bibles, open up to Mark chapter 4, starting at verse 35. I'm going to read it, and then in your small groups, you guys are going to dive into deeper into the story and discuss it. Verse 35. On that day, when evening had come, he told them, let's cross over to the other side of the sea. So they left the crowd and took them along since he was in a boat, and other boats were with him. A great windstorm arose, and the waves were breaking over the boat, so that the boat was already being swamped. He was in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. So they woke him up and said, Teacher, do you not care that we're going to die? He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, Silence, be still. This wind ceased, and there was great calm. Then he said to them, Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith? And then they were terrified. They asked one another, Who then is this? Even the wind and the sea obey him. Immediately, Jesus is like, Gale, stop, sea, be silent. And it doesn't just slowly calm down. Immediately, it's like glass. It's like the whole scene just changed. The wind and the sea obey him. He calmed the storm with just his voice. And today we're going to be talking about this miracle, how he can calm physical storms, but also storms we're going through in life. If we think of storms in life as hardships, as parents' divorce, as things related to COVID, as friendship breakups, all these things in life, we're going to look at how does he, our God, Jesus, work a miracle in this physical storm, but also the storms of life. Have a good small group.